Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to my soup series. Today I promised you the French onion soup. This is one of our favorites. Give this one a try. You'll be making this all the time, especially all winter long. I have here my Dutch oven. It's getting warm. I chopped up some bacon. This is my slab bacon, but if you were to buy bacon from the grocery store, I guess I would put in about 4 or 5 average slices in here, and you kind of want the fattier pieces. So you save the fattier pieces for this. This is going to render down. It's going to take about 10 minutes or so. Just let it go low and slow. Let the fat render out. You want crispy pieces, but you want the fat that comes out of the bacon. The trick to this dish, and the hardest part about this dish, is really its patience. It takes a while to make this. Now that the bacon has rendered all the fat, I'm going to take the bacon out and I'm going to add in about 6 large onions. We like the onions. They get nice and sweet. I'm going to show you how to do that. But again, patience is the key. This is very low, and you have to do it slow. And once I add the onions in and get them all set, I'm really not going to stir it much. You just want to let the onions sit, fat, dumb, and happy, and get broken down and all those sugars to release. That's probably going to take about 20 or 30 minutes for that to happen. Now, as you see, my onions are set, and I'm not going to touch them. Alright, like I told you, you don't want to stir this. You don't want to give it a wholesale good stir. Every so often, I come in here and I just make sure the bottom's not burning. And if I see things starting to turn a little, you can see a couple of tan marks there. I just kind of push them off the bottom. Just let this all break down. So I'm about 15 minutes into it, and you can see that it's making progress and moving along. I'm going to add in 2 ounces of apple brandy. You can use any alcohol you have. Actually, I'm going to add just a tad more. This will evaporate all out. It's going to deglaze the bottom of my pan. It's going to bring out a little bit more richness and sugar and flavor. Now that my alcohol is all evaporated out, my onions are nice and toasty, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour to help. Time to add the stock. And I just use store-bought stock. Nothing fancy here. I just make sure it's low sodium. And to this recipe, I'm going to toss in 2 containers and then season. This is going to cook 20 minutes and it's ready to go. Alright, I just seasoned up the soup. I put a couple of dashes of Worcestershire sauce. I used some marjoram. If I had a couple of bay leaves, I would have thrown that in. Salt and pepper to taste. And then the secret ingredient is this. It's the better than bouillon. I tasted it first. It needed a little more beef flavor. I put about a tablespoon of that in, tasted it again. I needed a little bit more, and I added a little bit more. It gave it that steakhouse flavor, that certain umami that you like when you go to the pub, and I think I'm there. So this is ready. It just needs to be heated through, and I'll bring you back for how we plate. Alright, we're coming to the finish line here. We've had our soup simmering for about 20 minutes. You can see it's nice and steamy. Looks delicious. I'm going to carefully ladle this out into my crock pot soup mugs. You see that I put it on a tray because we're going to load this up with cheese, and this is going to drip, and I don't want to mess in my oven. Alright, that's step 1. Step 2 is some of my homemade sourdough. And then I stacked a bunch of cheese here like a deck of cards. I have cheddar, Swiss, and creamy provolone. And they're going to go on top like that. This is going to go in the oven for maybe 10 minutes until it's bubbly and done. And then it goes on the plate and we're going to eat. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for. Dinner's ready. Doesn't this look delicious? Couple of simple ingredients. Hearty stock, cold night. What could be better? Please give this one a try. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks.